Hello everyone, Amanda Fitzgerald here, and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, so welcome. If you're catching this, then you're probably catching my replay, which is awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I really do hope that you take something away from tonight's little craft along. Well, not really a craft along, but I'll craft for you while you sit back and relax, or craft along with me, work on your projects. That is awesome as well. So I love people to join me on a Friday night at 8:30. I do go live. That is my regular spot. It has been crazy of late with Christmas and all that, but I'm back on track, and I have been crafting today. So I've been doing some crafting with my daughter. Well, we've made a couple of cards. Getting back into my mojo, and getting back into my craft room, really. Not really my mojo, just really getting back into my craft room. So as things settle down for 2024, so hopefully 2024 is treating you guys well, and hopefully you've been doing some crafting and catching up on some crafting, and hopefully you've seen these new catalogs, because they are beautiful. So they have gone live to customers now. So these went live yesterday, I think. So now these can be ordered from. So as a demonstrator, I was able to order some products out of them earlier. But now they're live to everyone. So it is celebration period, which means you can get free products. So if you'd like to know how to get free products, just drop me a message and I can help you out with that. So I think without further ado, let's get crafting, hey? And we can have a chat along the way. All right, catch you on the flip side. I think it's okay. I'll get it up. So you might be able to hear in the background, I am not sure, but in the background, I'm just going to get this up on my computer. But in the background, I have my family slot car racing. So it is, you may be able to hear that, which is cool fun anyway. So I just finish a race myself, and anyway, and that is why I'm a little bit behind saying I will get this up, because I'm actually not getting it up on my iPad. I'm getting it up on my computer, because they are using the iPad for racing. So I don't know. Say hello. I love to know who's watching along with me, and if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them in the comments. And if you have any crafty friends, please feel free to share this live with them, if you think that it's something that they may enjoy. Cool. All right, so yeah, like I say, we have these two new catalogs. So if you haven't got a catalog and you're not working with a current demonstrator, I can send these out to you. Just let me know, and I'd love to get these out to you, and would love to help you out with your crafty needs. So I thought I would just start off with, because I haven't really shown you, I have a top 5. So I will, you know what, there's more than top 5, but I've had these, and actually some of them I will remove because I have them. I have lots more favorites, believe it or not. I've kind of marked the catalog, unmarked the catalog, had new favorites. Yeah, but I will show you my top 5 at the moment, because it's funny, you know, you see other people create and you think, oh, I really like that. And today I felt like watercolouring, so that's why I used one of my favourites today. So that, I think that one's still marked here because I haven't taken it off yet. Hey Martha, how are you? Hopefully that video is alright. It's a bit weird. It's a bit jumpy on my computer, which it could well be jumpy. Anyway, who knows? Alright, yeah, so let me show you. I'll just move my little cloth out the way there. Let me show you my, now these are in no, this is not 1 to 5, this is just my top 5 that I like at the moment, well, that are on my wish list at the moment. So this one I actually placed an order myself today and got this one. I love it. It's really unique. You actually and I'll show a live with this, so I won't go on and on about it, but you actually, they're pull tabs. So so this long, hang on, was there another page? Right, no. There's a long die in this pack that you can actually pull and rip, so you can reveal a little message underneath. Same as these die cuts, they die cut out enough so you can pull the tab. And there's actually little sentiments that say pull or open here, and I just love, I love this beautiful and that was the card I actually saw someone demonstrate. It's a beautiful full color when it comes out. Really, really nice stamped image. Same as the flower. It kind of comes out very similar to the flower. Really nice. Yeah, so it's creating your own interactive cards, which isn't that super cool. The dies create perforated, that's what it is, perforated edges with a tab. So the great thing about these catalogues, and if you haven't got a catalogue, let me know, is they give you little hints and tips, and actually the inspiration for my cards today that I made, I used the catalogue and just changed it up a little bit. And even tonight I'm going to use the catalogue for inspiration and change it up a little bit. So yes, that is Hooray for Surprises, and I like, you are simply amazing. Make a wish, hope your birthday is wonderful. Yeah, really, really nice. So that's that one. Then of course this is my favourite suite of products, and I think, hey Martha, yeah, I think it might be one of your favourites as well. Yeah, so I have got the Stamp and Dies coming. But I'm yet, oh, and I actually have got these down here, and I think that's all I got of it so far. Yeah, so I'm yet to get the ribbon and the papers. Like, the papers look really, really pretty, but these envelopes are lovely, so I'm going to use these tonight. Look. These are so pretty. So they all pre-scored, so you can just fold them, and they have that beautiful die laser cut, whatever you want to call it. It's probably more laser cut on them, die cut, whatever you want to call it. And then they've got these cards that are just ready for you to go. So there's 10 cards and 10 envelopes, and I left my daughter in charge of opening this pack today. So that's the card, and that one's pre-scored, and you can just fold that one over. So I'll just quickly, because we did play with these envelopes today, I'll show you the card that my daughter made. You make every day, which I'll be using that one tonight. So this is the one I'll be using tonight. And there's the envelope. So isn't that really pretty? So simple, just blend it on the back there, and then stamp the image with just your Memento ink, black ink, and then used watercolor pencils and a blender pen to just put a little bit, a very slight hint of color on that one there. So that one's really pretty. And then the other one is this one here, and this one I've actually used some dies that I think I used them last week on my live, and I still have quite a few in here. That's an awesome new product as well. And I've just used it just because. And again, I've used the Very Vanilla here, whereas this one was the basic white. So I've used the Very Vanilla, and I've used the watercolor pencils again, and I'll show you a little bit of watercoloring tonight as well. And then I've used linen thread, and again just blended on the back there on the card, and that one's ready to go. Hey Gail, hey Dimity, how are you? Thank you for joining. Awesome. Yeah, so they are really, really pretty, those cards and envelopes. I definitely will be using those for sure, because how it's bling, oh, the card's done for you already. Pretty cool. So that's that there. Just bear in mind too, if you can order the whole suite collection. So up here it actually has a code for the suite collection. So if you love everything that you see on this page and you think, I really would like to create these cards, then you can actually just use that code, and that will get you the whole lot. Or if you want to order them individually, you can order them individually too. Just bear in mind too, at the moment you get free product when you order. So if you spend $90, you get to pick a free product from this this catalogue here. So great time to shop. Cool. Then we have this one here. So I love, actually this is what I did with this last week. So, which I haven't taken this one off, which I will take it off now. It's the Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder, which creates all that. So I've just used the new Stampin' Braille tool. So you actually have a look at my live that was there last week, and then that's just put a little bit of colour on it, and then you get those beautiful sentiments, which look awesome. So I've had them up there and been using those. Then my next one is the one that I'll be using tonight. So I'm going to take this off because I did order it, and it's the Everyday Details bundle. So it really is nice. So we'll get back to this. And I'm actually using, so Annabelle used this one as inspiration and really did copy it. So she just, I happened to have everything that she needed, and we just, I think she used different different bling, different embellishments. She used these, but that doesn't matter. You could use whatever you have. So that's that there. And then this one I used as inspiration for my other one. So I used that as inspiration. Quite different, but again was just looking at the book, the catalogue to help me out. And then today I'm going to use the cup because I haven't done the teacup yet, so we'll use that one. And then my other last top 5, well, top 5 at the moment, but I can put a little bit more on my wish list I think now, is the Beach Day bundle. So the dies in here are amazing, and there's 21 dies. So they basically cut out everything here that's kind of highlighted. The umbrella, bird, beach chair, sandcastle, beach ball, seagull, the lifesaver hut, I think I got that right, and a surfboard. So this one's going to be awesome for my scrapbooking. But that's an awesome, I like that card too actually. But yeah, really nice. So there we go. And then to go with my top 5, one of my favourite free products at the moment, and I haven't actually got it yet, but I would like to get it with my next order. So I just make sure that I spend, so here it tells you when you spend $90, I can get this paper for free. So I love that paper, and I haven't got it yet. And I actually saw a card and I thought, hang on, what's that paper? And I realised it's the free paper. So really, really cool items in here. And I've got, yeah, this dad one is amazing. I have got the paper, but another one probably isn't got the sticker on at the moment, but I love the tools as well. Cool. Alrighty. So I am actually going to flick back and find, oh, if you're a doggy person, this is the other thing that I actually put on my order today, and the sticker has come off. Just lastly, this dog one, doggone friendly. How cool is that? So I love that, and you can cut the dogs out individually. So they've cut them out there. They have, yeah. So they've cut each dog out, or then you just highlight some dogs. I love that. Super cool. Alrighty. All right, let's have a go at this one. Now, so I'll just move that there as another table. I've got my nuts and I've got my soda water. How's everyone's 2024 going? So I'm going to have a nut. Apologies. Oh, and do you like my new glass mat? So at the moment, you can get this glass mat for free. If you would like to know how you can get this for free with this beautiful little tray and this mat, which is, it kind of comes pre-moistened and it cleans beautiful. But I use this, I took this out into my onto my kitchen bench today to craft on, and it was awesome. I didn't have to worry about like the surface that I was crafting on. So pretty cool. All right. So for this card today, I'm going to be munching. I'm going to use some fluid water paper. Now, I only need enough. So this is our bundle here, our stamp set and dies. And I only need, have a look at these dies. This is a pretty cool pack because And I actually haven't, it actually doesn't cut your images out. A little bit different. It's all ones that you can use with other stamp sets. So they coordinate with lots of other stamp sets. So you've got these rectangle borders and the circles, and then some other ones that you can just chop out. So we're going to have a go of this one tonight, and we might use this one as well. I've just got to see if the cup can fit in there actually. That'll determine whether we're using that die or not. So here's our cup. We might have to do it this way, I think. Yes. There we go. We're changing the card up already. So we will use that one, but we'll fit it in that way. Now, I was very lazy today, and I didn't put my stickers on. So I'm going to quickly put my sticker on this one, so you can see how I do that. So I grab my block, and I nearly dropped my block. I grab my sticker off of my cup, and I pull the whole lot off, and I lay that down on my block. Now I put this one down like I'm going to stamp it, so just put it down like that. Oh, anyone crafting? And then I just make sure that it's matching, and that's way off. So I'm just going to stamp my sticker onto my stamp, onto my little foam, and then I just stamp. And then that one thing I did forget to do, guys, is I usually put a little bit, that was heavy, I usually put a bit of lint on it, and then that is where I can always pick up the stamp, because they do actually stick quite well. So there's our stamp. Alrighty. If you're not crafting, has anyone got a nice beverage that they're enjoying? Alright. We'll put that rubbish away, and we'll close them up. Now, before we die cut, we're going to do a bit of embossing on this. I've just got to make sure we'll do that. Actually, we will die cut it first. I'm going to die cut that piece just over to the side and bring it back. Very indecisive tonight. Okay. All right. Okay. So I've die cut that one out. Like that. So you could even cut that out and use that as well, but I'm going to use that one, so I'm going to use this one. I'm just going to, now the other thing I did notice when I used this today is they are quite little holes. I don't know where my brush has gone. Where'd I put it? Anyway, you can either use your little brush tool, if you knew where yours was, or just use your little, take a pick tool, and then just make sure that all those little bits are out, because otherwise your die cut won't cut properly next time. So just like that, and that one's ready to go again. Now the other thing, while I dot these out, the other thing I should have showed you this one here, and I should actually bring my cut and emboss machine in and see if it will work. I reckon because these are rectangle dies, I reckon you could extend this one and make this one longer. The width could be thicker, wider, might be the word. Yeah, now you could, the brush that attaches to this probably would work a bit quicker. But when you're crafting, it's all part of the relaxation, isn't it? Probably Probably just not so much when you're watching me. All right. Okay. So now, I did tell you this was on the fluid. Now you don't have to use the fluid watercolor paper. I do from time to time, and actually the reason why I did want to use it tonight was I'm going to try and go for a bit more of that rustic look. So I thought the fluid water paper works good for that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to emboss this in black, if I can find my black. It's in here. Like that. I will use my embossing buddy and that, and get everything else out that I didn't tidy up last time. Okay. Now, we will grab our Versamark. So Versamark ink. Oh, first off, we'll use our little embossing buddy. This comes with this tray. So this tray comes with everything you kind of need for your embossing. Heat embossing, should I say. So I'm just going to rub that all over there and then put that to the side and dot that little dot out again. Grab my little teacup and then we will stamp our little teacup right there. So straight up, straight down and up, don't wiggle on it, and then that's where you will not do a clean crisp stamp. If you're in doubt, well, it's a bit hard when you're using Versamark because you can't see it, but when you're doing with your colours, test it on something. That's what my daughter was doing today. Test, test, test. So we put that one in there, and then we're going to grab this black and we're going to just tip that all over our cup. Like that. And then we've got our little brush, just to brush anything off that I don't want. Any extras, just be careful. I just blew, and I have very often done that, and my embossing powder's gone everywhere. So once you've got that on there, no worries, you then can leave that. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit longer until you actually heat emboss it. However, you don't want to leave the ink like the Versa. You want to put the powder on there. That's what I'm trying to get out. So this little buddy, just open the screw top, and then I usually just use the screw top and pop it all down, and then you can even just use your brush and just make sure that everything's back in there, and put it back on, and it's ready for next time. And I usually just chuck all my goodies back on top. Then we'll put that over there. Okay, so I will clean my stamp as well, and I will close my powder. Okay. Did I say hello, Gail? I don't know. I just saw hello, Amanda, but that was some time ago. Okay, so that's my my ink pad, and I'm still on holidays from work at the moment, which is awesome. Loving my break that I decided to have at Christmas. Alright, so now we're going to grab our tweezers, which these tweezers are awesome. You just stick them on, and then you can't lose your little piece. I'll turn my heat gun on, and it will be really noisy then. I just wait till it heats up a little bit. It doesn't take long. And then we'll just heat that up. And then we'll see the magic happen. But I'll just make sure I do it the right. And I usually go underneath and in front. And that way, it sometimes just helps with that card, like bending. See how that's changing? And then the longer you heat it up for, the flatter the embossed detail will go. So I don't want it to be, but I want it to be quite high. So there we go, there's our little piece. And I'll just bend that a little bit just to make sure it keeps its shape a little bit. Then we'll put my tweezers away. Then we're going to take some crumb cake. I thought I'd use crumb cake tonight. And I was going to use some bubble bath colour, but I'm not going to. I'm actually going to mix this with, I'm changing my mind already. I'm going to do a base of Early Espresso. So this is going to be a real neutral tone colour card. So we'll just move that one over there. It's pretty, it would be dry anyway. So we'll cut this card at 14.8. So if you buy, if you get the stamp set and the dies, fluid water paper, and then that will qualify you for a free gift, a free celebration product from the celebration catalogue that I showed you. Plus, because you're spending over $50, which you always get if you shop with me, if you spend over $50, you get an extra little thank you gift from me as well. So double bonus. And I did mention before, this stamp mat, if you join as a demonstrator, you get it. You can get it for free. The whole lot. The glass mat, the tray, the cloth comes for free, as well as $230. So you pay $169. You join, you get to pick $235 worth of product of your choice. Plus you get this mat, glass mat. You join, so you also then get 20% off your orders from there on in. So it's a bonus. You want to share that one. And my lovely ladies that are on here at the moment, Martha, Dimity and Gail, shout out for joining me. They are in my Stamping Up team, which I really do appreciate that. The support is awesome. Yeah, so they're on my card cutting diamonds team. All right, so we've got our base, and I'm going to do this one. So our base is, we're going to cut this one smaller. So I go down 0.5. So 0.5 will make it, I've got 14.8. I always cut it at 14.8. Then I know that piece will give me a card later on. So we'll put that one back in there. And then we will go at 10 centimetres and 14.4. It come to me in the end. And we'll just put that one over there. So remember, I've got this catalogue to the side. And you can already see, I've got this catalogue to the side, and I'm using this card here as inspiration. And I've already kind of just changed a few things, but this card is still giving me ideas because I'm going to use this die that comes with it, one of the dies, underneath like they have on this card. But they've done that as a full base, so I'm going to do it with that 0.5. My normal, I usually always go down 0.5, so this is 0.5. Oh, I was going to see if we could extend that. I'll grab my cut and emboss machine over, and we will see one if I wanted to actually extend that out to a bit further over this side, use this die cut as well. Let me grab it. Is it hot where you guys are? Jimmy, is it hot where you are? Quite humid, yeah? Alright. Let's grab some card first. Now, I'll just chop this down. Okay. Patricia, how are you? I was just talking about the join offer and becoming a demonstrator and joining my team, and Patricia is also on my team. Thanks heaps and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I think I sent everyone I was a bit late on Christmas cards this year, so I did Happy New Year cards. All right, so if you have a die that's rectangle or square, doesn't work with circles or anything, what you can do is put it in your embossing machine. I haven't done this for a while. Let me remember. I gotta remember. I haven't done it for a little while. Let me see. Now, so just put your card, put your plate not all the way to the end. So probably like that. And then run it. Oops, hang on. Run that through. And then you can actually run it all the way through. No, don't run it all through. Just tip it to the end. Like that. And bring it back. Take this one out. And then that's given us that there. And then what you can do is lay this down. And it'll match up. It should. Yep, you should feel it kind of drop in there. Now, I am using a magnetic plate. Stampin' Up don't sell the magnetic plates, but if you are in Australia, you can get one of these magnetic plates from Spotlight, and they are very helpful. I had to do that. So then we'll turn it around, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring it all the way again, but not to the end. So I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to bring that through, and I'm going to hope that this works, because like I say, it's been a while. So we bring that to there, and we bring it back. And that has made it, see how it's just made it that little bit longer? So your normal die, your normal die is obviously that, because that's what I chopped out before. And then I've got, you probably could even get a little bit longer than that. And then you probably could do it the other way too, by making it bigger, which is pretty cool with these dies. So you just get, it's just getting more, just might hit that actually. Hitting it, just be careful that you don't break your dies. But that's got all my, well, not all my dots. It gets even more out of your dies. And these are really nice, these dies. Alright, so there we go, I've got that to play with later. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that die down. And I'm just going to put some of those dots in the bin. Just bear in mind that these magnetic mats, you will, I mean, even the Stampin' Up plates you have to replace, but you find the magnetic plates you have to replace not quite a bit, but as soon as you notice your die is not cutting properly, it's because of your magnetic plate. Alright, so we'll just put this one on here, and I'm going to go right up to the top, and this one I'm going to have to match up as well, like we just did. But because it has all the dots and that, hopefully, just going to try and, I'm just doing it by eye, so we'll see how straight I can get it. Yeah, because I think the actual card I'm copying did it a different way, but we're going to do it this way. So this is just going to put some dots and some detail on it. So if we, again, if like I've just showed you how to do that other one, if I just lay that in there and not go all the way to the end, then that's going to do that whole card. I always just put that I always just put that plate not towards the end, just to remind myself that I'm not going all the way to the end. Like that. Now the other thing that's super cool about being a demonstrator is, and it's coming up quickly, is they have demonstrator only events, and we have one coming up at the moment that is in Melbourne. The exhibition centre, I think it is, in Melbourne. Yes, so I will be going there. It's 2.5 days of crafting. So I cannot wait. So we'll put that one on there. And we'll do that one the whole way. Hey Deborah, how are you? Nice to see you. So that's that one there. And then we just keep going now. Oh, now I'm just gonna... I really should find my brush. I had it, or I didn't. I had it, or I moved it today. I didn't actually use it, but now I found the mat. Now I found the mat. I bloody had it somewhere. And I wasn't using it, so then I don't know what I did with it. I don't know. Now the mat's useless without the actual brush. It doesn't matter. I'll find it afterwards. Alright, let's see if it'll... That's alright. Keep it going, Amanda. Now you'll just have to make sure you move this card over, because you don't want to put your die. Your die needs to be on the plate all the time. So go on. I think I keep knocking the camera. And then we'll put that one there. Is anyone planning on doing some craft over the weekend? Stealing some time for some craft? I am. And I'm crafting next week because I'm not at work. Yay. Crafting and doing stuff with the kids. That's that there. It's all about balance. I got some love hearts happening there. Now, I'm going to actually just make sure I get that little bit at the end if I can. So I'm just going to put that there. And now you could just do this once if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You could just put, you don't have to put as much detail. And I'm actually going to stop for a second, because I'm thinking that might just be enough detail. Maybe. I'm thinking that goes there, and that might just be enough. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll put that machine away for a second. Oops, I only dropped a plate on my foot. That would have hurt. So now I think, like I said, oh, hang on, no, they're going to happen. I was about to say, because I didn't knock those dots out of my die, I thought they might not work, but they are going to work. So if you have the brush, you go over this once with the brush on your foam pad, and it would be done. But I want to get the right effect, so I'm going to pop them all out. And you'll just have to, if you're watching a replay, you can just skip forward and you don't have to watch all this. Yeah, Yes, it's very humid here right now. I don't know how my husband's going in there with his racing, but it's quite hot in my craft room. And then I put the aircon in my craft room and I usually freeze. So I like that, but like I said, I was going for kind of a real like a rustic look for this card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my rustic on, and what else I'm going to do is now I will get a bit of paper because I don't want to blend straight onto the mat. If you get any on it, it comes off quite easy, but because I'm going to get a blending brush, and I have got my brown here with crumb cake. Actually, I might even do a bit of pecan pie. Actually, no, I'm going to do a little bit of early espresso because that's the base that I'm using. Now, this is quite harsh, but that's okay. So I'm going to go this is really, these blending brushes are awesome just to add like a different kind of texture to your card or a different colour. So that's really given that the look that I was a bit more after, and that's okay that I did that because that's the look I'm going for as well, believe it or not. Okay, so we'll just clean that one off a little bit, and then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to rough it up. So each edge I'm just going to rough up, and then that's going to go down like that. And we will glue that one down now. Some of this glue might actually come through. We'll see how we go. I'm just going to try and put it, because I've roughed up those edges, I want to make sure that the edges sit down. Let's put a little bit more over here. That's it. I'll just sit down on my chair properly because I'm not sitting properly. Okay. And then that will go down like that. So it really does look quite old, and that's going to go on there. So this, as you can see, I have used the catalogue for inspiration and really sort of ending up with nothing like it. But I did get the idea of this die, using this die from the catalogue. Okay. So now I'm going to colour in my my cup. So I'm going to use watercolor pencils, and I might even use now you could either use water painters or blender pens, which I use blender pens. I use blender pens for this one. I might use blender pens again actually. These are the blender pens. So you get 3 in a pack. I need a new pack. I have put them on my list because they do dry up. Not straight away, but they do dry up. Now, I know I was using it with water paint, so don't worry about that. I will grab some paper because with this one you want to just clean. I'll show you. Now, with watercolor pencils, so I might use let's use a Gorgeous Grape. So this is a real, that's Night and Navy. Of course, the Gorgeous Grape didn't come out, did it? There it is. Yep. Now you can either colour straight onto it, or so I will colour straight onto it. So I'm just going to colour. Excuse me. That's nuts for you. Around that. Now the good thing about embossing is, because I've embossed that, it will, if you use Memento ink and use watercolour, blender pens or your painters, it won't run the ink, but it definitely won't with embossing. So then you can just put a very light, if you just touch that watercolor pencil, and then if you want to wipe it off, you know, because the more you put into the color, the more you'll get on your tip. Now, I will show you what I mean. So see how I've just tried to go really dark in the center and then light out to the edge here. Now, what I meant is what you can do is just color here and pick up the color of that pencil and color. Now, if it's too dark, clean it off and just tap a little bit. So you can control how much color you have by wiping that blender pen off. Okay, so that's our flower. And then we'll do the leaves in garden green. Or granny apple green. Let's go granny apple green. So this time I will actually put it over here. And then I'll pick my colour up. So you know that had the purple colour on it. Now I'm using it with the green. So providing you're wiping it off, then your two colours won't run into each other. I think that's the word I'm looking for. See, and it's easy to run over the top when it's embossed. So hopefully you can see that starting to come together. Now for the cup, I'm going to do a nice light blue. Probably what's called balmy blue, and it's in the same packet here. Night and Navy. Maybe I'll put my balmy blue somewhere else. Oh, here it is, balmy blue. Now, this one here, I'm going to do quite a bold colour there. So I'm sort of shadowing with a darker. And then I might just shadow here a bit. And then I will do just the colouring. Because I wanted it to be really, really light. Like hardly there. Now, when you're using the watercolor fluid paper, this paper, you've got a lot more time to kind of put more water down on your cardstock. If you're using just Stampin' Up's normal cardstock, which is, I used it, that's normal cardstock here, you can't kind of colour in as much. Now I'm not too happy with this, so it hasn't blended enough, so I'm just going to go over and take some of it off. There we go. So it's just a real, in fact, then what I'm going to do is find my lid. There it is. Just clean that off so it's ready for when I use it next. I have some Winker Stella. Winker Stella's going to put some bling. I'm going to put lots of bling over my cup. And that's just going to blend it just that little bit more. You can blend with one of these things with watercolors. Well, I've just done that, but you could do this without even using your other things I showed you. But that's just going to give it a little bit of a glitter. Oh, and that's called a Winker Stella. Oh, Winker Stella brush. There we go. Hopefully you can see that little bit of shine on that. So that's that. And we'll get our card back. And it's still persistent to have another. So that's going to go there. Or there. No, I like it there. And then what we're going to do is I don't know what to do next. I'm going to go back to my little card that I've been using for inspiration, because I did like how they did their ribbon. Now I have some ribbon out. I have both the this is the pecan pie. I think this is a new one, so it's very it's very vanilla with pecan pie down the center, and my linen thread, which I always have on hand, because I think actually what I might do is with this one, actually I only probably need a little bit of this, because what I was going to do, and it's what they've kind of done on that card, and I've actually touched that, doesn't matter, because that's going to come out just like that. So I've touched that everywhere actually. Let me see if I can just fix that up a bit with a bit of Winker Stella. I've touched it and it's like got brown in it now. Doesn't matter. No one will even notice. It's a handmade card. Hey Angela, how are you? There we go. Still looks, I'll put it over there so I don't touch it again, because it does need to dry, clearly. Alright, so we'll just do like Glenn McGrath. Is it Glenn McGrath? Breast cancer. Across like that. Grab a bit of tear and tape. And we'll go like this on the back of the card, like this, like that. Oh, no. No, just lift it up. I needed it out more. There we go. In fact, I don't even know if you'd need to do the crossover, but I'm doing the crossover. You may not even need it. Oh, allergies are playing up as well. So that's going to go on there. And then, I don't know, with this other one, with my linen thread, I was going to just tie that together. I probably could have used a littler piece like that. Chop them off. That's why I could have used a littler piece, because then I'm going to grab my linen thread again and do my multiple. I do it about 6 times, thereabouts, and I just hold on to it there, cut it off, cut another piece off, and all I'm doing is just securing this around the middle here. You need like 10 hands to do this, but that's why we have teeth. So we put that through there and then just tie it like that. I can hear a cup of tea being made. Now that piece is quite short, so I'm going to just get rid of that. Usually I would have 4 things coming off this, but I'm going to have just 3. Thank you. Did you make that?
No, Dad did.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. I got a cup of tea. Yippee. Very nice. Yeah, so I've tied that, and then my bow will go on there as well. So what I'll do is I will get rid of these little extra bits, and then that's going to go. I'm going to use a glue dot. Like that on there, and put my bow on there. It's just a little bit different. Nice, Kimmy, nice. So we'll chop them off because they actually are a little bit too long. I got a big mess on my floor. It's all right. And then that's going to go on there, and then I need to think of a sentiment, which I haven't thought of a sentiment right now. I haven't thought of a sentiment until now. So I have, yes, wishing you so much joy on this special day. I think I'm going to stamp it right on, guys. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Hopefully you've been able to, I'll move my cup of tea, hey? Yes, so we're going to grab that one out. Now, if you're lazy like me, you can use these without putting the backs on, but I don't recommend you're using them for a long period of time. I would always put your stickers back on, because I have heard stories of people buying them off other people and they haven't mounted them correctly and they're no good. So we are going to go for gold. If I stuff this up, we're going to have to cover it up with something. So I'm going to use Balmy Blue. If I can find my Balmy Blue. Here, Balmy Blue, it's actually quite light. Let's give it a go on the back. So if in doubt, stamp the back. Let's have a look. Oh, that might be nice. Yeah, there we go. That looks nice. So we're going to do it now. And we're going to go nice and gentle And I nearly did it upside down, guys. So wishing you, yes. So here goes nothing. Fingers crossed. Starting to shake. And there we go. That worked out nice. I usually don't stamp straight on when I've done all that colouring. I usually would add another piece of cardstock to it. So there we go. Clean that one off. And we'll adhere that to that with some glue. Like that, and then we need some bling. Now I'm going to also do my inside, so my card is ready to send, because I do have someone in mind for this card. This one here, and we'll go balmy blue again. I've got I've got a pink brush. I had a blue brush out today. Let's see if I can find it. Yep, blue. So I'm gonna colour that in, and then I'm gonna do a sneaky with my crumb cake. Maybe I haven't got, oh yeah, I got crumb cake out earlier, so I was using it. And we will take that one, we're going to do a sneaky little cup inside this card. In crumb cake. And then we'll also grab an envelope. Ooh. And we will do not so dark. We'll stamp off the crumb cake, and we'll do one on here as well, like that. And then we haven't got a naked envelope going through the mail. I found that envelope today. It is a little bit worse for wear. Cool. Oh, well, hopefully you enjoyed my card tonight while I find some bling. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And thank you for joining me and crafting with me. So I'm not crafting to no one. I've got actually these here. These are neutrals, adhesive back sequins. These probably will do the job. Oh, we'll just get our stamping seal if I got that in there. Oh, yeah, I was writing some notes on my cardstock, as you can see. I thought, oh, I can use the back of that and I'll stick it in and no one will even know. There we go, like that. And then we'll put our bling on. Oh, we'll chop this one down. And we'll use this early kind of espresso colour. They're like in two different sizes by the looks of things. We'll do the two big ones and one little one. There we go. So there we go. Where's my envelope? Oh, I'm sticking to my chair. I am not a fan of humidity. So there we go. A real rustic kind of looking card. So I've got that one with that one. I think I've used all the all the different pictures that you can watercolor. You don't have to watercolor them. You could use Stampin' Blends. You could use all different. Oh, hey Glenda, I think I forgot to say hello. I've just looked up again. Thank you, Glenda. Yeah, so there's some nice cards there, hey. It's a beautiful set, and the dies to match it are pretty cool as well, because they'll work with all your other stamp sets. Anything that kind of fits in as well. Yeah, there we go. Thanks everyone for joining. Have a great weekend. Stay safe this week. Get crafting, and I will see you all next Friday. Hopefully that focuses. There you go. Thanks. Bye.